I am about 2.5 hours north of my house in Tacoma. And I am heading to a spot that I have not been in probably 20 to 25 years. Well, we are here. We got a little bit of a hike to get to the spot, but this place is so cool. I can't wait to show it to you. This journey started in the 60s, and I have fished from Alaska to Florida, hunted the Arctic for caribou, and combed the coastlines of Kodiak and the Aleutian Islands in search of meaning and purpose. These excursions exemplify a deeper understanding of success beyond that of just catching fish or bagging big game. They are about the chase and learning who you are. They are about exploring, appreciating, and respecting the vast expanses of our nation's forests, lakes, streams, rivers, and oceans, and finding our place in the universe. My name is Gene Quinney. These are my stories, this is my life, and these are my adventures. This little river runs alongside of this freeway for miles, and there's 3 falls right in this area right here, and it is super loud. And as I mentioned earlier, I have not been to this spot in at least 20 years. I just told my buddy Mike that I didn't want to go up to Lake Stevens and do some kokanee fishing up there because I didn't want to drive up north because it's like an hour-and-a-half drive. So what did I do? I drive 2.5 hours up north and come up here. Oh well, I can't explain it. At least I don't have to pull the boat when I'm coming up to fish this little river up here. So let me get geared up. I'm gonna grab my stuff, and then we're gonna hit the trail. No way I'm going down there. Oh man. No way I can cross, there's too much water. Last time I was here was not raging this much, but that's okay. I think I need to cross and go over on the other side so I can get over there. Yeah, go back up. Woo! Wow. Okay. It's all starting to come back to me now. We gotta go down there, right down there. Whoa, whoa, okay. This all seems very familiar. On my butt. There we go. And the reason you need waders is because of this deep pool right here and where you have to cast. Now the water up here is super crystal clear, mountain stream, right off of the passes. And look at that beautiful water there. Isn't that amazing? Incredible. Well, what I've got here is my fly rod. This here is an inexpensive Hobbs Creek 4-piece fly rod. It's actually a little heavy for this, but I think it's a number 6. Yeah, it's a 9-foot number 6. It should be like a number 4 for this stuff here. But anyway, it's the one that I have the travel case for. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get this thing strung up and I'll show you what I got for flies. Now, for you fly fishermen out there, I am absolutely sure you've had this happen to you, where you're stringing your line and then all of a sudden it slips and everything feeds itself right back down through the eyes. It happens. So what I do to avoid that, or what I do to try to avoid that, is I fold the line over like this and feed the, about 3 or 4 foot of the line through the eyes, like with, just a loop like this. Now, I didn't bring my fly vest with me that has everything for fly fishing, but I just threw a bunch of stuff together. So I do have some leader material here. So we're gonna go with, that's a 5-pound actually. We're gonna go with 8-pound leader and a 5-pound tippet. And this is what it looks like. I've got an 8-foot leader on here. This is the double beaded stonefly nymph right there. And then tied to the shank. Oh, as far as knots go, I just have regular clinch knots throughout this entire thing. 6 or 7 wraps. And then the copper john here down at the very end. I hope you can see that right there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out right here. Oh, I forgot. I gotta dig in my pocket for these. Since I don't have my vest and all I brought was, what I could think I needed, and I always forget something, I forgot strike indicators. And so, I like the little plastic balls for strike indicators because it acts as a float as well, especially when you're nymph fishing. That way, you can adjust the float and the nymph will hang, at whatever depth you adjust the strike indicator. But let me show you what I've got here. I'm gonna somehow tie a little balloon on the tip there and see if I can make a small balloon work as a strike indicator. There we go. Right there. It might even be adjustable. And it is. Okay, that's probably the goofiest thing I've ever seen. Oh well, it might work. Let's find out. And what I should mention here before I go out here is this river is not identified in the fishing regulations. Anytime you have a body of water that is not identified, lakes, streams, rivers, then you have to go by the statewide freshwater rules. And so 5 trout, no more than 2 from a river, so we can keep 2 trout here, and it has to be the legal size, it has to be 8 inches. And they're brook trout, but I don't plan on keeping anything anyway. And this water is just crystal clear. Whew, and cold. Oh, there's a wood duck. I'll be darned, look at that. That is a wood duck. Oh, he's beautiful. Look at that thing. He's going down the rapids. Oh, that is awesome. Man, that makes the whole trip worthwhile. Just seeing that. That is really something. Okay. Before I move out here, I'm going to cast out here. Woo! Got some danger behind me, don't I? That's my backhand overhand cast. Bend your line a little bit. Watch your strike indicator. Leader's only 8 feet. I think it needs to be a couple feet longer. I'm gonna make my leader longer. Longer leader and a new float. I know those balloons are kind of corny, but I didn't have any other strike indicators. All right, let's get back out here and try to catch fish. Okay, so I just retied. This time around, we're gonna go with this guy here. The breeze is a little cold. Okay, well this guy is not doing it. That seems like a fishy fly to me. Woo! Brisket entree. Back in the day when I used to elk hunt a lot, couple of those up in the woods, that's all you need. And these have been in my den for probably 5 years. And I bought them probably, I don't know, 8 years ago. And I don't know how long the guy had them, you know, who I bought them from. But man, these things are awesome. They have all kinds of things in here. Look at this. Twizzlers. Hate them. Beef brisket. Au gratin potatoes. A moist towelette. Then we have raisins. Oh, staple. A staple. Peanut butter. Bread. That's what I want right now. Let's get this bread out of here. It's even shaped like a bread. That is awesome. Then we're gonna take the old peanut butter. Should have had that in my pocket getting it warmed up. Put the old peanut butter on the bread. Oh yeah, and that right there, the fortified meal. Seems like they used to put more peanut butter in these. Maybe it's just me. I'll tell you what, it's no gourmet meal, but when you're hungry, it's pretty damn good. Man, I must have been hungry because that dry bread was really good. And that peanut butter. Anyhow, I'm gonna clean this mess up here. Pick up all my garbage, and we're gonna go down a little bit further, find another spot. Well, maybe it's because the water's too high, I don't know. But we gotta go. Okay, this is another part. Woo! I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump in the truck and head down a little bit further where the river flattens out a little bit. Probably find some calmer water. Let's see what this place has to offer. Beautiful sandy beach. Oh, nice calm water. Whew, yes. Clear, crystal clear. Huh. Let's start down here. Let's see if there might be something like hiding underneath that log. Okay, we'll work our way up. So if you guys have never used one of these, this is a heater. It's a chemical heater. Just follow the instructions. It says heater. Heater. Takes very little water. Blackberry jam. Oh, that's gross. Oh, it looked like I cut myself. After you put your meal on top of the heater, laying flat, slip it inside the sleeve here. There's a sleeve. Slip your potatoes au gratin on top of there too, huh? Okay. Okay, I can feel it getting warm. So let's set it on a little bit of an angle like that. And then we wait. All right, well, this thing should be warm by now. Not bad. These heaters do get hot. I mean, they'll actually burn you once they get rocking. So, let's see what we have here. Let's try the brisket first. They used to make these tear strips across the short way, and they had to reach all the way down in there. Now it's across the long side of the bag, which makes more sense, doesn't it? All right, look at that. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Dinner in a pouch, or in this case, lunch in a pouch. Be sure to clean your bag. There are starving people in China that would die to have that food. Let's see what these things are all about, huh? Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, pretty cheesy. Big slices of potatoes. That's a sliced potato right there. I'll be darned. That's a real potato. You know what sound a Harley makes? Potato, 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 potato. That was a pretty good lunch. Now let's get back out there and see if we can't find ourselves a fish. Okay, so I changed that fly. Now we have this one on there. Hopefully you can see that right there. And I think there's a fish out here. I always think there's a fish out there. Look, gold. There's gold everywhere. Wow, that's kind of cool. Look at that. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Look at that. Looks like gold. Just start panning. Okay, anyway, let's catch fish. Man, the whole place is glittering with gold. Okay, got a nymph on there. It's a little heavier. Should get down to the bottom. Oh, come on. Okay. Let the river take it down a little bit so I can just cast it straight up using the river as my back cast. Right there. Oh, it's a stick. There we go. I do not have a strike indicator on here. Oh, I wanted to get behind the bush, not on it. Dang it. I am going to lose that fly. I just tied it on. Gosh, darn it. Did you see it snap back? God darn it. Lost the whole kit and caboodle. Ah, son of a gun. Now I got to retie. Okay, I tied on a different nymph this time. This guy right here. Maybe you can see it. See if that thing works. Nothing along that edge of that bush either. I was thinking there might be something hiding along the edge of that bush. But no. My dad would say we gave it the old college try. But we had a great day anyway, I'll tell you that. That was a heck of a lot of fun. And even though we didn't catch any fish, we seen some beautiful country. Seen a wood duck. Came to a place that I haven't been in 20 plus years. And so it was a great trip. It was an awesome trip. But thanks for watching, I appreciate it. If you liked this video, be sure to check out our other videos where you'll join us on the ocean catching kings and silver salmon, lakes catching kokanee trout and landlocked coho. We'll also be working our riverfront homestead and harvesting venison. Stay tuned for more fishing and hunting and outdoor adventure videos. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell button so you get notifications of new uploads. Thank you for watching.